You can do the intro.
I always do. Right. When are we starting? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Zelda 1 Randomizer Battle Royale Last Chance Qualifier. We have 4 of the 8 contenders here in Fred Coughlin, Catastrophe 573, Magalord, and Zarnax 42. I am Wolfling0370, and joining me as our co-commentator for this great match is the Joker. How's it going?
I am very good. Very good, Wolflink. Thank you. I am the Joker MB. I'm happy to join you with this 4-player race, well, 8-player race really that we have going on. What are you thinking about tonight? Who do you got where? Who do you got going? And what are you hoping for on this seed?
Well, like you said, this is an 8-player race. Our other 4 runners are on a different stream, so the top 2 amongst them will be moving on to the Grand Championship here of the Battle Royales. As far as what I want to see, good, clean racing. That's all that matters. Good combat.
No.
We have mixed.
I want to see absolute trollage. I want to see double dips. I want to see ladder blocks to get silvers. I want to see flute blocked to get the power blazed. I just want to see it all. I just want an absolute troll seed.
Well, there might be that, but as far as what I want to see something that's a little bit more oriented to the combat seeds. I want some wizards in the overworld, because we do have enemies shuffle between the dungeons and the overworld. No second quest enemies today, though. Matter of fact, our flags for tonight are fairly tame. First quest overworld, first quest dungeons. We have no hints, though. They're community hints, so a little bit of a few memes in there for those who love those. Other than that, Star Shuffle, A-Tri forces. There's no force important items in 9. And enemy HP is plus or minus 4. But the boss HP is normal. As well as we have shuffle to shove items like we always do. No heart container shuffles, so they'll all be in the dungeons. And of course, Force Cannon, you have to defeat the pig. So those silvers are required.
All right, chat. What do you want to see? Let's get some input from you. What are you hoping for? You hoping for a little bit of, trollish? You want to kind of straight seed, that way you can go relax, kick your feet up, and enjoy the rest of your evening. What are you thinking, chat?
If I know chat, they want to see a little bit of troll, but at the same time a really good race. They're probably cheering on for Fred, who is one of the main devs of this randomizer, on top of being just a good runner in his own right.
Double dip 9.
That can happen, and we are underway here for the last chance qualifiers. And we get a river starting location. This is not the best.
Hey, it could be the worst. At least you have those rabbits on the overworld.
And second prize in beauty contest, small secrets.
4.
Only
4. That is a lower than normal, if I'm correct, for the small secret.
Small
got a check of the white. We have a check of the white sword location.
Yeah, just gonna
coming
damage
up on Fred's side.
Yep, gonna damage boost these Octoroks, and that small secret's only 1 to 20 rupees, so that is on the low side. And that looks like the door repair up there, so not good for that. That can be anywhere from 15 to 25 rupees if my memory serves me.
No worries. We got all of our races kind of going in different paths. If this was you, where would you be going?
Well, Magler's going to go check up this first cave here over by Vanilla First Quest 9, doing what we call the screen wrap trick. It is pretty cool when you see it pulled off. And we have level 7 discovered for Catastrophe.
5 pixels away from the end, and then you kind of quickly push up left and down, or right and down at the same time. Something along those lines to take you from quickly one side of the map to the other. Let's see what level 7 has in store, because this is only going to have one item in there, as it is, vanilla. Let's see if it's what the red candle was replaced with.
Ooh, that's not a good starting location, though, but it is by the desert. And level 7 is not one you usually dive. That was one of the bigger dungeons.
It's 35 rooms of hell, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And we have some links on the overworld there for Fred Coughlin, who is playing as the Gibdo. And that's something that has changed there. For any of the enemies that we play as an enemy sprite for, they're replaced with links, and instead of saving saving Zelda and defeating Ganon, it's the other way around. You're defeating Zelda to return Chaos to Hyrule. And that will be the same for Zarnax down there, except the enemy swap for him will be Gorillaz, not Gibdos. And level 6 has been discovered. Starting up in the upper left corner of the dungeon as well. That's actually a pretty okay spot. Get you out of that tunnel. And there was a sword found on Zarnax's hand. I missed that completely. Grinding these Gibdos, getting some bombs.
Truant Gamer, more power to you if you're following all 8 at the same time. I am just relaxing watching 4.
Yeah. New challenger appears. That is a new
do you think Zarnax is gonna fully dig out level 6 up here, or do you think he's just gonna do a quick dip of a couple rooms and then
first, we found a shop. 97, 57, 77 rupees. Everything's a little bit cheap. As for the dip here in level 6, I do believe he will dip. We do have darkness here in the dungeons, so nothing too dangerous just yet. And life as well. And finds a take. And Fred's finding a taking cape and has a candle. So he's found at least 2. And there's our Armos item. It is the Coast Heart Container. So a little extra health there for Catastrophe. Fred's gonna start checking these burn torches. Finds another one of those candle shops. And we find level 4. We're at the very top of level 4. So this is a very short dungeon, 22 rooms, I believe. I know this because it actually shows up in the tile room pattern in one of the randomizers.
Ooh, 112 for bomb upgrades.
That's not great, but at the same time, it's kind of a habit of mine, but whenever I see a bomb shop that's upgraded that's a lot more, it's usually you get what you pay for. That's going to be, or at least that's what I feel.
Speaking of bomb upgrades, I want to give a big old shout out and thank you to Can't Find Bombs. We have Can't Find Bombs on Tracker, and we also have Math Girl doing the reshimming. So give a big shout out, Balls.
And there's our item in level 4. It is the Power Bracelet. That's going to help check at least 4 locations in the overworld. And the level 6 has the red ring. What a find there for Zarnax 42. So Zarnax should be feeling extremely comfortable now. Those 3 hearts might as well be 12.
Thank you for the math.
And according to our tracker here, our map tracker here, our white sword is just below level 6. So that little alleyway for the blue ring shop up in Vanilla, as we see the one of our taking roads is Vanilla. That's where you go, and there we go, Mangalore with his sword. Not going up to the Armos.
Sword on the coast. Well, coast-ish.
That's the lake, yeah.
Lake, coast, it's water. Let's just call it what it is.
Oh, that does actually...
H2O.
Well, the zones do actually matter if we had hints, because you can see that whole pink area up there. That is Death Mountain. Whoa! My ears are bleeding right now. Well, let me just
we get some good old techno music in the ears.
Anyway, oh, a nice bomb shop there at the map corner. It's 11 rupees for those bombs. Very good price.
Medium secret is 29. 29. I think that's a downgrade from the 35 in vanilla.
It's only 30 actually, so it's not that bad. It's only 1 rupee off. The large,
close enough. Splitting hairs.
The large though is there's only 3 of them, and that's the big one. It can be anywhere from a measly 50 to 150. That is the biggest variance of them all. And there's the white sword item at
Raft.
the upper right corner. It is the raft. You need at least 4 hearts of that, maximum 6.
So right now, we have Fred Coughlin. Once he finds that, he'll have a 66% chance of taking.
Yes, and Catastrophe will have a 33% chance.
And we find Ganon's room in level 2, so hey, be fun. We're not going to see Ganon. The hope of Ganon in Ganon's room, that's gone. Sorry.
And level 2 does have a floor drop, so it's a good item to find.
And it can be either done when you walk. You can either get the floor drop from when you walk in, or by killing an enemy. One of the two, or it could be hidden in there.
And there's 2 hits right back to back. I think we also have the bait block there in level 8, it looks like. There's 2 items here. There's the staircase. And there's the wand. A really great weapon to find there for Magalord. Ooh, and Fred takes a death. Back to start he will go.
Magalor finding level 8 may be a little bit more to his advantage with having now not only one of the 2 runners that we have with the wooden sword, but also having that weapon upgrade with the wand. It'll allow him to cause a little bit more damage and wreak some more havoc.
Yes, as well as doing the infamous double stab technique, which will actually make it so he deals.
And you know what that means.
Oh!
Stabby,
Poverty
stabby,
C confirmed,
pokey.
but not by much. Our large was just found by Zarnax. It was only 90 rupees. So overall, we have a net loss in overall in rupees, but it's not much. We only lost 30 total from the largest combined, and a handful of rupees from the mediums, and the small took the biggest hit overall, I think, because the smalls, I think, are only like 7. But that's
it was
still
4.
Oh no, 7 total spots, but that totals up to like 42 rupees lost. So we've lost maybe about 70 to 80 rupees in the siege. Not a significant number, but it's still gonna be quite draining on the economy. Catastrophe.
And we found a take any on Catastrophe's side. Finally getting his candle. Gonna go burn some bushes and have a little bit of fun up there.
Yep, I was about to say that.
Candle Row, I believe it is right now.
And we have ropes in the overall.
Right. Or left.
High. There's an hint shot. Normally that would be helpful, but we have convenience on. All that is for is if you want to have a good time. Read some good fun messages. Another take any cave. Dasher, we'll pick up another heart container here. I never learned how to read. I know that reference. Oh, kidding, Chris.
I don't win second prize in beauty contests. I win them. Second prize is just the first loser. That's what they need to know. All right.
Oh, that's a Monopoly reference. That one's easy.
Yeah, I know. Just having fun.
Of course it is. It's all fun for everyone except for the people who are trying to get top 2, because they really want to win in the final battle royale, and this is their last chance to get in. Now we see Fred in level 6. Did Fred get the sword? No, Fred did not get the sword. He only just checked his cave.
Well, he'll be going one screen down and getting the sword shortly. Yeah, and he's going to soon find that sword, look back, kick himself for not getting it before he went up to 6. He might go back in. Is this another... this could either be another item, which it is.
It's the item, and it's the bow! It is the bow, wow! So level 8 had our wand and the bow. Those are 2 great combat items. The bow, of course, being one of the important ones. And Fred, unfortunately, he was there earlier. He was actually the first over there, but he died to the Gypnos. And getting a nice clock there, taking advantage of invincibility, and we'll just kill this room completely. Magalor dying in level 8, though.
But with getting the wand and the bow, he no longer has to search for the Triforce at this point. He can step out, get a couple hearts, hopefully find the red ring as others have found in other places, then go back in. Hopefully also find any key. So I think that's a smart choice on his part. Get what he needs from there, go back in when he needs to, and when he can kind of just quick, Triforce and go at that point.
Yeah. Although
We are
getting the
not going to be seeing the blue ring purchase at this point for 244 on a poverty seed. That's not going to be happening.
Actually, that's actually a fairly good ring price, actually. And we
Yeah,
have
but
scrap
without
metal.
the rubies to spend on it, I wouldn't expect to see that. I would expect at this point, with the dungeons that have been found, and it appears no silver arrows, the money would be wiser spent on arrows or bombs when they need them. That way, when they're going through, in case silvers are buried in 9.
Yeah. Well, bow and arrows. The arrows for the bow is not necessarily required unless you have Golem to deal with. They can get by without using that bow for a while. As for defense, well, we know where the red ring is, so it is a moot point to buy it. But the money is not that bad in this scene.
I'd rather use it for the bomb upgrades, but that's just my thought. With 2 bomb upgrades, you can get the 2 bomb upgrades.
That is true. However, the normal bomb upgrade is 100 rupees, so it is more expensive. Also, 8 bombs is more than enough, and for all we know, those 112 could just be for 2 extra bombs. And we might even need the rupees for the muggers, which we have not seen yet. And of course, bind the meat, because there is at least 1 meat they block. There's the power boost for Bangalore in 4. So we see both Dashery and Fred diving 2 here now. Let's see if we can figure out what this item is on the floor. I don't think we've seen it yet. It's a different story here in these other 2 rooms, though, as they are room for room. Fred, though, has a sword, can defend himself. Oh, and hey, we have some Lamolas here. Just chilling. Fred actually is gonna go ahead and kill them. Only needs 1 dead. Ooh, but takes a death! And Zarnax is picking up the magical shield. That's a rare purchase you don't see made that often. And the arrows as well. So making wise choices here, making sure that there is nothing wrong with the seed that can catch him off guard. Because that's something we haven't seen yet. We have yet to see Wizrobes. So Sarnax, I would assume, is just shoring up his defenses here. Making sure nothing can trip him up this seed. It's a fine enough play, I think. And he's gonna get most of his money back right here.
So I do have the other stream up on my side. We have a couple of the other runners digging in right now to other, we'll say, dungeons and finding a couple of things. So it will be interesting when our runners come across those other dungeons that we have not.
Fred getting Y-Force there, picking up the Triforce in 2. The second person on the board, actually, because we missed Maglar picking up the Triforce in 4. And we saw the book as well. Oof. The book, unfortunately, not the most useful in these flags, because I don't see anything about it being an atlas.
No, there's no atlas and there's no boom, so with this, it's just going to be, kind of counterproductive to have that, because you would rather have the beams instead of the 5.
5 hearts is not enough. You need maximum heart containers to pick up that raft. Which means right now, Catastrophe is... Oh no, I think right. Fred can also pick it up. But yeah, book is a detriment right now, unfortunately. There's not even a translator. Although, why would you translate community hits? They're not going to give you anything. Fred checking the dead end here, and we do have Stalfos in the overworld as well. And a snake in the boots for the letter. But wonder what that's about.
Buying a key on Zarnax is that might pay off, because sometimes what you need is to have those couple extra keys on their side to hopefully pay off and get the magical any key.
Yeah, that's a fine purchase in my opinion. If you're not going to be finding that any key anytime soon, and you're key starved, make the purchases. It's worth your time. And we have yet to find that any key. We haven't even found dungeon level 1.
So if you had to guess where that any key would be, where are you thinking?
Level 1.
You're saying level 1. All right. I can go with that.
And I say that because we actually haven't found level 1 yet.
Well, there are a couple levels that we haven't found. We haven't found 3, we haven't found 5 on our side, as well as 1. So there's 3 of them gone. Only ones that we found are 7, 6, and 8. So 1 through 4, and yeah, and level 4.
We found all the even dungeons.
Hey, yeah, no. 1, 3, 5. So I'm gonna say it's probably. I'm agreeing with you. It's gonna be in level 1. So to that point, where is level 1? Are we gonna have a flute blocked level?
No, I'm gonna say it's a raft block level 1. Actually, it's very unlikely that the flute is gonna be required at all.
I know with one spot, but we can always hope. Being that vanilla, what is it, vanilla 5?
I mean, if you really want to be a bit of a troll, it would probably be a flute block level 9. But we'll see. Ooh, blue lemos on Zarnax and gonna tank them.
Not too bad. It doesn't appear that anything too crazy has been out there that's rolled too heavy for their. So we're looking pretty good. And shortly we're going to be having Zarnax coming across the what is that? The compass that's going to let them know where the Triforce is in level 2.
Yeah, and this is not a normal start screen, of course. So we see pretty much 4 different locations here. We're seeing Fred checking Death Mountain here. A few locations here. Might be a level here. But I think this was money, yeah. And notice that Fred did not take it. Fred's at max money.
Which is a smart move. Yeah. Hopefully you'll get that bait as you mentioned earlier. And then, no, it looks like he might be struggling for keys. Snag a key or 2. And then, who knows? If he comes across the bow soon, you know, possibly get arrows. Let's see if that would pay off. But looking like no one on the other restream has been able to find silver. So silvers is still out there. Are we going to see a silvers in 9?
Quite possibly. As far as the money goes, if you don't know where red ring is, blue ring is a perfectly valid find. He's got a lot of health, though. Not enough for the magical swordplay. If that, we don't even know where that is. And
yeah, we're still looking for magical on the overworld.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening here.
Oh, and we're gonna have Zarnax with his first Triforce, coming from level 2. So he gets tied up with Magalore and Fred, with 1 Triforce.
Yeah, dungeon progress is now 1 apiece for 3 of our 4 feature runners here on this feed. Of course, if you want to see the other feed, it is on, I believe, Randomizer 4 at this point in time.
Yes, Randomizer 4 has Chest Jerk, Tyranny, Shaddy, and
Yeah, Antlers. We're just going to focus on these 4, though, folks. And we will announce the top 2, regardless of who finishes here on the restream.
We're still missing the even level dungeon, so that could possibly be paying off as soon as our runners follow it.
And
we have Fred finding the raft.
Fred's got the raft. Let's see where he takes it. So, blue cannot be a 9, and ladder cannot be a 9. That flag is currently off.
Fred doing the above screen scroll. That's awesome.
Yeah. HUD clipping.
So we have 2 spots that now Fred can go and check. Do you think he's going to go check that real quick, or do you think he's going to be, searching some Death Mountain spots? Or clearing out Death Mountain?
Well, Fred is right next to the coast raft spot. I would expect he makes a play over that way. This is not too far away. He's going to check this secret here. And it goes from 229 to 223, so it's only 16 rupees for the door repairs. So it is very generous there. There's our level 3 in Monocle Rock. And look at that, free bomb hole, there. Oh, but we have the Whiz Robes out in force.
And they're looking like they rolled a little extra health. This is going to be fun. But with Fred's ability and Fred's skill, I do imagine that he's not going to find this too difficult. Yeah. What's holding up in 3? What do you think that's got to be in 3?
Quite a few things can be in 3.
What you guess? Give me an item. 5 seconds right off the top of your head. Go. What's in it?
I'm gonna say it's silvers.
I am gonna say flute.
You really want that recorder leg, don't you?
I really want to see him go play that flute. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like... I'm going to say it's the jazz flute here. Not just the normal flute, guys. The jazz flute, because everyone loves jazz. Real men play jazz flute.
Alright, so we have shutter doors here. So this push block is not going to lead to the staircase. There is a guaranteed staircase here. And Catastrophe is also buying arrows.
We have Zarnex joining Fred in level 3. So Catastrophe just bought the arrows, which is a smart move. I'm going to agree with that, because we've seen on our side all of the even dungeons.
You got your wish.
I will say I may or may not have been watching the other stream.
Oh yeah, you're watching the other feed. I'm watching purely this feed, because it's hard enough to keep track of 4 races, let alone 8.
It's like herding cats.
And there's the try for the 3 for Fred. So so it was really just a smash and grab and go.
Zarnex is gonna find the flute. Now the question is, does he go along the coast and use the raft, or does he just swap? Looks like that's what he's doing.
Meanwhile, Fred's gonna check the forest arm. Let's get yet another heart container up to 8. Not quite enough to start checking mags once they find it. It needs a minimum of 10. Speaking of which, right there in the forest is mags. That would be a nice offensive boost if they can pick it up. And with 8 horses, it's more likely. Fred, entering forward. This is where our power glove is. Or, no, power bracelet. Why did I write glove? Jeez.
At this point, I think if Fred gets those couple extra, it's what, 12? 12 stars your chance to get the magical sword?
Yeah, we have yet to find level 9. And we haven't found 5 yet either, so fairly good odds that one of our items is there. There's the raft now for Zarnex as well. And looking at this map, all of our dungeons are fairly somewhat contained on the southeast side of the map, so I'm gonna say that we got at least one. I think we checked all of Death Mountain actually. That's interesting. Where could our last one be? Let's go dungeon B.
So if we've checked all of Death Mountain, I think we've checked. It's gonna be raft spot or the flute. I think we're missing 2 at that point.
We've checked 2 of the.
Oh, we have vanilla mags, as well as I believe it is vanilla 6 or 7. The one close to mags.
Yeah, we still have two power races left unaccounted for. The one in the desert and the one at the coast. So they could be there as well. And Zarnex is going to check the raft spot.
Let's find out what that has in store for us. What are you thinking up here? Level or not?
I'm going to say take any cave. Close enough.
Second prize in beauty contest.
Close enough. Medium secret. That's far from the course.
It wasn't 1,000 miles, but it was just one screen up, and he got himself 29 rupees. And get knocked back. And does he get knocked back again?
Yep. This is kind of the problem with him. Now, Mandalore buying the bait, not leaving anything to chance, and I do not blame them.
It's on the coast. That the blue boomerang?
Yep, the scrap metal. That's what I like to call it here. No one picks that up. The regular. If anyone picks up boomerang, it's usually the yellow one. We see Zarnax entering level 8. So the only dungeon we don't know where it is level 5. We know level 7. We know where levels 1 through 6 are. Or level 1 through 4. 5 is the only mystery here.
Have we seen level 1 on the stream? I don't believe so.
No, you're right. I completely forgot.
But it's okay. You know, it could be worse. We have, what is it? We have Zarnax going into level 8. I believe we saw both items in level 8 were the wand and the buck.
Yes, I'm taking notes. Don't worry about that. There's usually an item recap eventually once we figure out where everything is. There's the Triforce 4 for Fred Coughlin. Now up to 3. Currently in the lead in terms
Ranger
of
Smith, right now we don't know where 9 is. That's still a hidden. It's still a mystery to everyone.
Yeah, it's a secret to everybody. Joke intended. But we also don't know where 1 or 5 is. And regardless, we know that we shouldn't be looking for 9 right now because it is 8 Triforces to enter. Although, knowing where it is in advance would help us with our navigation on the overworld.
So would you rather know where 9 is not be in go mode, or get in go mode and have to search the rest of the overworld?
I kind of want to stumble onto 9 while I'm looking for dungeons. Because that way, if I know where it is, I can then figure out the shortest route, given all of my information, to go there.
Hey, chat, let's pull chat in onto this. Chat, where's level 9? Tell us where you guys think level 9 is. Well, let's get that answer out there. As you can see from the bottom, we have a lot out there. But chat, what's up? What you think?
Well, here's the thing. Looking at all of what we found and knowing what we have checked, we checked most of the push spots, we checked most of the bomb spots. It has to be locked behind one of our important items. At this point, at least it's got better odds than most.
So we got Dead Woods. Come on, Chewing Gamer. Can't find bombs. We have Adagino's in here. Let's get some more love. You guys, there's some other ideas, people. I'm sticking with the dream, the hope. It's behind the recorder. Recorder Lake. You get no break, can't find bombs, and you will
Hey, calm down. Can't find one-star tracker, remember? Shout out to them for keeping a good job from keeping our map up to date for us, as well as our items on all 4 of our feeds. Handling 1 feed alone is 2 feeds is pretty good. Handling all 4 is insane. And did we find a dungeon in vanilla level 8? I think we did. I didn't see which one it was, though.
Believe that is level 1 in vanilla 8.
Ooh, Fred's gonna want to dive that. Fred also has 10 hearts, can make an attempt at mags.
Yes, Adagino knows I accept the fact that you're watching 8 streams, but hey, you're not tracking.
Zarnax finding the one there. We have 2 other runners in level 2, although Magalore takes a death!
Dark, welcome in. Glad to know that everything worked out well. Sorry that you couldn't make it to hang out here with us.
Alright, Fred is going to be checking mags here. Is it the legendary 10 heart mags? It is 10 heart mags online for Fred Coughlin. Maximum damage with his sword has been achieved.
So he has not found the wand. He doesn't have red ring. He's got the magical sword. If you're asking me and if I'm a gambling man, and I am a gambling man, early money's coming in on Fred. He's got 3 Triforces, digging into one where it's got 2 items, one on the ground, one behind a step ladder. I'm giving 3-to-1 odds on Fred.
I think the step ladder's in here. There's the Triforce. He's going to avoid that. He's going to nope out. No, he's going to pick it up. And I don't blame him. He was at 1.5 hearts. He needed the healing. But he's most likely going to die here and 1 for the 2 items in here. And I don't think Fred found that red ring in level 9. Or level 6, sorry.
I don't believe he's fully dug level 6. I believe some of the other levels he has not gone fully. But he is close to level 8, which is going to have the bow as well as the wand.
Yep. There is a key on the ground. Not the item we're after. Gonna bomb up here to avoid that door. There's our item here. Level 1. Has the white sword! Doesn't need that anymore.
Crimson, howdy, good evening. Thanks for coming in. With knowing where everything on our tracker is except for the silver arrows, why don't we give a recap to those who have just joined?
Very well. So we have found level 1 currently. I have no set floor drop for level 1, but we have the white sword just now found for Fred here. Doesn't need it with a 10 heart mags. Level 2 had our book. Level 3, the recorder. Level 4, the power bracelet. Level 5 hasn't even been found yet. Level 6 has our red ring. Level 7, we found it, but we didn't dive deep enough in to find anything. Level 8 had the wand and the bow. Level 9 is still unaccounted for as well. There's the bow right there for Zarnax. Coast item is the scrap metal, the magical boomerang. White sword was the raft over on the coast. Hasn't lit anything just yet. And our Armos item was the heart container over by the Forest Armos just south of those crossroads. And that raft was maximum hearts. 6 hearts necessary for that.
Maximum hearts for the raft, for the white sword item. Minimum hearts for mags. That makes for a fun and kind of trollish seed if you ask me.
Yeah, we don't
Ranger
even
Smith, homework is overrated. I think Shel Silverstein even wrote a poem about that stuff. I highly recommend it. 10 of 10. Totally.
The item in level 1 has been found. It is the red candle. So it is level 5 or level 7 for the ladder. It can be nowhere else. So at this point, I think you start diving into dive level 7. I think Zarnax is making that call.
And what call will that be? Searching out level 7? Oh yes, because we found level 7, but no item in level 7 that we know.
Yes. Level 7 is there. If it's not here, it's level 5. And there is a good odds right now that the silver arrows are in level 9.
That's where I'm going to put my money on. My guess is going to be silvers are in 7. Zarnax is going to search out and, unfortunately going to come up with a blank and level 7.
And we
what
also
would
see
be
Fred.
the earliest thing?
Wait a minute. We have a dilemma here. 3 runners are in level 7. And for the record,
get your popcorn, get ready, let's have some fun, because no one wants to go through 7. And the rich are just getting.
If the step ladder is in here, that means 5 either has the any key, the regular boomerang, I always forget one item, or the silver arrows. Whatever is not in level 5 at that point is in 9. One of these 2, 5 or 7, has to have the ladder. And then it's those 3 items I just mentioned for the for the other dungeons. We will have a full item rundown eventually.
We have not seen the banana just yet.
Yeah, we've seen the regular boomerang, but we have seen the magic boomerang rather, but not the regular boomerang. The magic boomerang was our coast item. We have not seen Lord Banana, the wooden boomerang, at all.
With having that kind of moat block, river block, ladder block in level 7, do you think it's going to have to cause a double dip into levels? I'm guessing ladder probably isn't here at this point, if we're seeing those blocks.
Yeah, I'm going to incline to agree with you. I think level 7 is ladder blocked. I'm not seeing any staircases. We're only on first quest, so there's no tricky rooms either. I think level 5 does have our ladder. So then the question
that
is,
means they could get paid off by a deep search of finding level 7, finding the Annie King. That would be a nice reward for digging this deep.
Maglar has checked the desert push block. It's only a casino corner as it's far ahead. So now it comes down to where is level 5. The coast push block has not been checked yet. The Recorder Lake has not been checked. Vanilla level 4 has not been checked. One of these 3 locations can be checked, but only Fred Coughlin can check all 3 locations that we have yet to see.
It'll be interesting. As I said, grab your popcorn, chat. Get ready, snuggle in, get a blanket, get a drink, get a beverage. Who knows, your favorite iced tea, your favorite adult beverage. It's gonna be a fun one.
And Fred has not been to 8 yet. Fred has also not dove 6 deep enough to get the red ring.
Well, I think at this point, Fred does not necessarily need the red ring. With his level, with his skill level, it's possibly not required. And it will be nice to have, but I don't think we're going to be seeing it.
Yeah, his health total is pretty high. I do think he'll need a potion, though. So Ernest going into level 1 now. I like that hit, by the way. Aquaman just wasted the 1996 Dodge Caravan. That's a new one. And there might be a chance to bump up here for Fred. Cannot do so. Moving on.
I'm guessing that level 7 is going to be ladder blocked with everything we've seen here. And it's only going to continue to troll our runner.
Wait a minute. There could be a path up here. No. Actually, no. That's the tip of the mouth of the Lizavos dungeon. There's the white sword for Maglar. Gonna pick that up. Gonna be at white sword strength now. Little does he realize he already has enough heart for Mags. So yeah, it is definitely a ladder block situation in level 7, so we gotta find level 5.
Alright, chat. Wolflink, where do you guys think level 5 is? We're still trying to find 7, but where do you think level 5 is? I abstained from this argument.
It has to be at one of our item lock locations. I think we've checked everywhere else in the overworld. It has to be at one of them.
But which one? Well, let's get you. Well, let's get your opinion on this. Which blocked location is holding level? Give me an area.
I'm gonna say it's vanilla level 4. I think it's flute or raft.
You think it's blocked by raft vanilla level 4? Okay. Ranger Smith, that's why I'm not answering this. That's why I'm abstaining from this conversation. Trenton, I know you're watching them. It's okay, man. I'm not going to accuse you of screen scrolling or screen watching. Trenton, why don't you take a guess and tell me where level 5 is? My fellow Final Fantasy randomizer.
If you were assuming that was at level the flute spot, I will change my guess.
No, I'm not guessing. I'm sticking that's where level 8 is. Level 8 flute.
We already know that level 8's not flute.
No, flute blocked. At the Recorder Lake. Have we checked Recorder Lake yet for any levels or anything?
No, we have not, but it's definitely not level 8.
I mean level 9. My apologies, level 9. I'm getting them all mixed up. 8, 9, 4, 3. Who knows? Who cares? Oh, Trenton, I appreciate it. Much love coming from my area for that one.
Alright. So Fred is going to dive level 8 here, get the bow and the wand.
Which will be nice. He'll be able to find that. He did not. He'll be able to find the wand, and he already has a bow. Do you think he's going to make the purchase of the arrow? My guess?
Magler in the Triforce out of level 1 as well. Simultaneous grabs. A little bit of high five action.
Would you, if you're in this position with everything that you know, Wolflink, you have, no 9 yet. You're still looking for 5. You have the bow. You're still looking for the step ladder. Do you buy the arrows or hope that you come across them?
I would potentially buy the arrows to this point because there's a high chance that we have a Goma block, and you don't want to leave a dungeon just because you're tripped up by that. Play it safe.
So, can't find bombs. You're coming over the top. You're saying that silvers are in 7, blocked by the ladder? That could work, and that would give us the yellow boomerang in the heart, and if I'm correct, in level 9. Because we're still possible. No, boomerang and magical kick. Good 9. Quality of life improvement. Oh, you're saying 7 could be banana. So what items are we missing?
We're missing the ladder, which can only be in 5 or 7, and of the remaining 3 items we are missing, it is the any key, the regular boomerang, and the silver arrows. Whatever is in the other dungeon that we most likely assume is 7 at this point will be a 9.
I'm saying we got key in 9, and silvers in 7, and banana in 9. Because, chat's hitting it right. We do know that we have the very strong feeling that level 7 is ladder blocked. I mean, we've seen some of the runners already go through and look through, and they've come up to dead ends.
Yes, and level 1 has now cleared out by all 4 runners. The whole first of our dungeons to have all 4 or Triforces lit up. And oh shoot, we gotta deal with bats in a shoot room. But get the compass out of level 3.
So we got Fred leading our stream, 4 items, searching for the silvers and the ladder. Still haven't found 5, still haven't found 9, and this is just going to be making for a fun time. Oof. Buckle up, get ready, because it's coming. It's getting real.
Yeah, and I think we have yet to check the coast glove spot. We have yet to check the lakeside raft spot, and we haven't checked Recorder Lake. I think our 2 dungeons are there in both.
I'm holding out. I'm saying Recorder Lake is 9. I'm just hoping for it. I can dream. A dreamer can dream, can't he?
That's true. And we have now Zarnax with the capability of checking all those locations as well. He has to know that this level 5 has to be item blocked at some point. Fred has collected his items and is leaving, I think. And there's Zarnex with the Triforce. Now level 4. Tying up this game. Gonna make him play on Mags? No, he's gonna check vanilla level 2. Have we seen this?
I don't think anyone has checked vanilla level 2.
Just
Bum,
shot.
bum. You were right. It was blocked by the raft. Vanilla level 4 had level 9.
Alright, well,
Cue your victory music.
Oh, level 9 has been found. So now the question is, where's level 5?
Fred is digging 6?
Hasn't finished it? Knows that there has to be something here. There's level 5! Found my Zarnex! I did not see where it was on the map. Bangalore getting the item at a level 3. We're on the very bottom left corner of this level 5. And it is Power Base 1, and there is the toll booth. Zarnex paying a heart container for 50 rupees. That's actually fairly tame.
Yeah, not bad at all to have to pay that. Makes it easy. And then he has full ability to check on everything else.
Well, that's the thing. I think in vanilla, the mugger is 1 heart container or 100 rupees. And yeah, there it is. Level 5 was at the power bracelet spot on the coast. Magalord is also there. But that rep is required, and Magalord does not have that yet. But this is a very different story here. Magalord has his mags. Zarnex has white, but also red ring. There's a staircase here in 5. I think he's gone down there. And there's the other bomb upgrade. We now know where both of them are.
Has anyone picked up the bomb upgrade?
There's our ladder! It is in 5! As we predicted.
So does Zarnex make a beeline back to search
No.
the rest of level 7?
No, absolutely
once
not.
He gets
Look,
this Triforce.
Look, yeah, he will get the Triforce first. Look at his keys. He has 7 keys. He does not need any key that shows up. And usually it will when you find it. There's a ladder also for Magalord. Or it is pretty much Triforce and go at this point. You will dig 7 for the last item, but that's it.
Well, they're still gonna need the silver arrow, so it just might be hidden in level 7.
That's
But
what
at
I'm
that
saying.
point,
That's what I'm saying. If you can find the item room in level 7, get it. Get your eyes on it. If it's not our silver arrows, we will know without a doubt they are 9. And so will Zarnex. He has not found every single item in this run so far. Oh, excuse me. There's a floor heart there. That will make up the one he used to pay the mugger. But also put him back in my eggs. And we are joined by Jake over chat. Coast item was the magic boomerang. And I can give you a recap here, actually, real quick, as we are now in level 5 and working through this. There is a transport staircase there on Magalor's End. So, level 1 had the red candle, the white sword. Level 2, the book. Level 3, the recorder. Level 4, the power bracelet. Level 5, the ladder. Level 6, the red ring. We do not know the item level 7. But we know it is ladder block. Level 8 is the wand and the bow. Magic boomerang was the coast. White sword, maximum hearts was our white sword. White sword item was the raft, maximum hearts. And our coat and our armor item was the heart container. And we have a minimum mags requirement, 10 hearts. We know level 4, level 9 at this point is recorder block on the lake. So the items we are missing are the regular boomerang, the silver arrows, and the any key. Whatever is not in 7 is in 9. There's the Triforce in 5, and what looks to be the vanilla room. How fitting. Zardex now has that information. There's the Dig Dogger. Also in its vanilla dungeon, interestingly enough. And just picks the Triforce and goes. Zardex has wooden arrows, so nothing can stop him technically, except Ganon. He is in Triforce and Go mode, unless he has to go to... But he has to go to 7.
Chat, Wolflink, where are the silver arrows hiding? Let's get some guesses up. We got some very knowledgeable people in chat, as well as Wolf. You know what's going on. So where are you saying?
Play the odds. Go to 9.
Well, I'm guessing it's in 9 as well. But with having cleared out as much as they have of 7, I do think we're going to see a little bit of a dig of 7. And unfortunately, with the community hints, we're not going to see one of the hints in level 9 telling us where everything is, or telling us where the silver arrows are, if it's there or elsewhere. So let's have some fun.
Yeah. And for those asking in chat, this is pretty much a standard requirement seed. So it's first place dungeons, first place overworld, and 8 Triforce to enter. And no important items in 9. This is far from the difficulty of the Elite 8 flags you were seeing in the Pentaforce tournament, or what was the Pentaforce tournament.
Yeah, but at this point, it's still causing a little bit of a double dipping. So it's definitely putting these runners to the test.
Fast Triforce in level 8 for Zarnax. He is making progress. Fred has yet to find this and is going the wrong way, but unfortunately, there's no way to get to level 5 easily from that start screen. Up above the mountain blocks it. You cannot go right from that screen. Not even with the screen scroll. And Fred does have the red ring now. And most likely the Triforce in 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's right next to 6. We could see a screen scroll bringing him over to level 6, which is I think what he's trying to do right now.
And there are potion prices, 30 for the blues, so that's not that bad. We have a bait block in level 7. Looks to be required as well. That's wait. Vanilla bait block in 7. Well, semi-vanilla, but still. Fred, you're in this race.
Let's take a peek. Is this backwards C gonna be taking and hiding the item?
No, but it's
it is in ladder. It's hiding a staircase. Teleport to the other side.
Alright,
hold on, too far away.
He's gonna look in this secondary room. It is just depending to there is no item here. You can just walk on out.
We have Zarnex as well in level 7, trying to get past the not Goma, whatever.
Yeah, defeated the Goma. Moving on.
Yeah, Goma, blue Goma. We're getting some love for Fred in chat.
Yeah, Temple 7 there, or level 7 rather. He was killing that blue there, Goma there to make sure it wasn't what was holding our Triforce here.
Fred finding level 5, gonna be digging in here, finding himself that ladder.
Yeah, he needs that ladder too. We know this.
Yeah, then at that point, it's going to be clearing out, what, just running through 7 and then going back into 8.
Yeah. It'll be a quick dive for Zarnex to get level 6 if he hasn't done so already. Now the question is, does...
He pays the heart, which is fine because he's still going to be able to get mags.
No, he's out of range. He's at 9.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, let's hope he finds the heart.
Yeah, the max health in Zelda 1 goes up to 16. It confuses a lot of people. I was confused for the first few weeks I was doing commentary for this. So
all right, chat. What are you guys thinking?
I think you don't take this staircase. He's gonna see it and probably nope out. Yep. That's the smart play. Stay on the course. Look around for potentially what could be a second staircase.
To give an update on the off stream on 3 on from Randomizer 4, we do have someone entering level 9, Chest Jerk. So we have found Chest Jerk entering level 9 on the Randomizer 4. Just want to give an update to that, as you know, it is important to keep that in mind.
Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on IRC, of course. We will be announcing the top 2 regardless of which stream they are on. This is the other end of that staircase here on Zarnax's end. Gonna find out that real quick.
So we got Magalore looking for 3, 6, and 8, as well as, you know, Zarnax going for 6 and 7. He's already in 7. And then Fred in 5, close to, I imagine, the Triforce, and only needing 5, 7, and 8. Who do you think is going to be our second contestant jumping in to level 9? Assuming from this stream.
I think it will be Zarnax, if I may be honest. And a quick reminder, as we find the Triforce in level 7 here, folks, that this is the final chance to get into the last Battle Royale of the season. This is there are only 2 wildcard slots open, and all these 4 runners, along with the 4 on Randomizer 4, are fighting for those 2 slots. Top 2 advance will be allowed in.
I recommended a tables, ladders, chair match, but I was 86 from that opinion. So we had to settle for a 9-way.
No, not item staircase. It's just the Aquamentus room.
A
Item
9-way
staircase
battle
down.
royale.
So item staircase here. It is an arrow blocked by technicality, but our item in level 7 is Lord Banana. Silvers are in 9 confirmed, along with the any key. And with
Take a sip from cup of tea. I called it.
And with that, we know where all the items in this seat are.
Why don't you give him a rundown, Wolflink?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the full item rundown for the seat, as we are an hour in. Level 1 had our red candle and the white sword. Level 2 had our book. Level 3, the recorder. Level 4, the power bracelet, required to enter level 5, which had our ladder. Level 6 had our red ring. Level 7, as we just discovered, is Lord Banana, the regular boom. Look it up. That is required for level 9, which has the any key and silver arrows. And our Ormos item was the normal coast heart container. Whew.
So did Zarnax dip out without getting the Triforce from level 7? Oh, okay. I was not sure, can't find bombs.
Yep. And Zarnax knows where level 9 is. But now he has to go back to level 6. He knows where that is. Oh, gets bonked back onto the raft.
That is the second time we've seen that happen. Fred was finding that love earlier.
Alright,
is
now
Fred gonna give up he is giving up the 50 rupees.
I mean, he's got plenty
for
of
nothing. He was just told he goes to bed without any ice cream. See you later. Goodbye.
And Zarnex is finding this level 6 here. You must have mismarked it. So, folks, let me go ahead and give you guys a brief rundown of level 9 once we get started here. We will be listening for the roar of Ganon. When we hear it, Ganon will be one room adjacent, be it north, south, east, or west. Yes, we could bomb into the room, but we still need to find those silver arrows first. One of two item staircases out of a total of 14 in that dungeon. So we'll be hunting for those staircases. One of them also has the any key, which will make navigating all of the locked doors in level 9 a fair bit easier. But we're looking for a single locked door, a single shutter door, in fact, that will not open if we kill all the enemies. That is Zelda, and if we've already defeated the pig, it will open for us automatically as soon as we enter the room, and we can go right in to finish this game. Of course, Zarnex is playing as the gorilla, so it will be Ganon who he is saving, and Zelda who will be the pig. Or our beast, rather.
It's not Zelda's. It's not her fault she's a pig. She just, you know, it's okay.
Wow, rude. Anyway, here we go. Level 9. Entered for Zarnex. Eyes on him as we see our other runners scrambling around this overworld, trying to find the remaining dungeons here.
And we're finding, Catastrophe finding level 5. We're gonna be coming across the step ladder shortly.
Yes, the last one of our runners to do so.
Looks like Fred earlier did end up buying the bomb upgrade. I missed that one. But smart choice to use those rupees that he had.
Yeah, it looks like he got a at least a +4 there. So, good investment.
And going back to level 6, I believe he just filled right back up on bombs. We have Zarnex in level 9, searching for those silvers. How far and deep into 9 are going to be those silvers?
Could be any. Is the skull dungeon for a reason. It takes up half of the map that consists of level 7 and 8 and 9. And ladies and gentlemen, we only have 8 runners in this race. If you want to see the other 4 racers in this race, make sure to check out Random Mania 4 at this point in time. But for right now, we're focused on Zarnex and their other 3 runners here. Lots of Patras. Lots of annoying Patras. And there's would have been one of 3 hints.
What is it, 57 rooms in level 9?
Yeah, it's not that many. Really? Of course I'm joking. Another staircase here. Of course we have regular bubbles. Alright, so we have whiz ropes here in level 9. That's not the most pleasant thing, but that's actually kind of vanilla as well.
But will a combat advantage, obviously he's got the time advantage. Combat advantage is going to be in Fred's side. Did Zarnex pick up the red?
Of course, he was the first runner to find it.
Alright, so it's going to be is having mags going to make up a difference when Fred gets into level 9 short? As well as if Maglor.
We hear the roar. Is this? Hello, Ganon! Or Zelda in this case. You're in a moat room too. But we can't kill you. Let's see if we can bomb out of here and look around for those silvers. We can. So we can escape the boss room.
Chevy room, going north of it, gonna see what's up there. Hopefully he's able to find, hopefully Zarnex is able to find.
This is not a staircase in First Quest, you have to bomb out. Nice.
Nice drop there to be able to stop everything around him, so he's not quite worried about anything.
Finding a
Bombing
path.
north.
Triperson level 8 found by Maglor. Only has the Triperson 4 to collect. Fred Coughlin is in 7.
Standing around to burn the hand. Can't blame him there. Not only was he not only did he have to go out and get bombs, but he also had to go and get some food to feed that troll.
And it looks like
just 2 rooms away now for him to get the Triforce out of 7.
All right.
Finding that he might have to look for has to find a staircase to get up there.
Meanwhile, Zarnex is resetting here, gonna check another path. Catastrophe still hasn't found that step ladder yet.
With the message of all hail Lord Banana, not giving any love for the heart or the cat.
And Zarnex is leaving because he has no bombs left. He needs more bombs. Thankfully, there is a shop nearby. Gonna stock up.
With the reasonably priced bombs, it's not going to be too bad for him.
Can't find bombs, simply just writing an arrow in chat pointing to their name. And shout outs to Can't Find Bombs as well. I'm doing an excellent job with the tracker once again.
As well as thank you to Math Girl for being able to hang out here with us and restream us. So thank you. Do feel free to give both them a follow. Give my man Wolf Link a follow as well.
And hang on a moment. Hang on a moment, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have first place locked in. It is Chest Jerk on the other restream with a time of 1:08:47. There is only one slot open. Can Zarnex claim it? Will there be a winner on each restream, or will Random Mania 4 have all the victors? Stay tuned, and let's find out together, shall we?
Other one in level 9 is Zarnex. Oh, and Magalore just.
Magalord is now on the heels. Bills has the Magalore sword advantage over Zarnex, but Zarnex has
combat. But the exploration advantage is on Zarnex's side.
You cut me off there, but I was getting that. There's the Silver Arrow Stone for Zarnex! He is in go mode. He knows where Ganon is. He does not know where Zelda is, however. But it is now time for Zarnex to fight the pig. 8 slashes is all it will take to get Ganon vulnerable. After which a single little rupee-tipped silver arrow to end in Ganon's life. Or in this case, it is Zelda. I almost forgot about the sprite swap. And it looks like we will indeed have a finisher on each restream. Team top 2 will be on both sides. Catastrophe getting the Triforce out of 5. Fred with the Triforce out of 7 just needs the 1 out of 8 and is in go mode. And will be in level 9 mode. Zarnex is trying to blast his way back to Ganon. There's Zelda! Zarnex has found Zelda! Or the kidnapped, rather, I should say. Zarnex is in a true go now, knows where the beast is, knows where the kidnapped is. Just needs to go and do the deed. Does have a potion as well. Can drink it if he feels he needs to top off. Ganon still hurts quite a lot, even with the red ring. 1 whole heart for taking in contact damage. Only thing that does that much damage is a beam from a red Wizrobe. which he is facing down right now as he drinks the potion. There is the roar, and now, here's Ganon! Or, in this case, Zelda, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can get a stun lock going. Zarnax gets one hit in. There's a second hit. No stun lock. 6 more left. Here's hit 3. 4. 5. 6. Stun lock getting 7. Gets away from him, but there's 1 hit left. There it is! Ganon is now down! Or Zelda. Bryce wants to always get me. Anyway, he's moving on. He's gonna find Ganon here in a little bit. I should just call him the Beast and Kidnapped. I really should. Oh, what do you think of this seed, though, Joker?
I think it's turned into a little bit of fun finding silvers in level 9, and it has been interesting and fun to watch.
And there's the door opening. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your GZs in chat for Zarnax, who has come in second place with a time of 1:13:21, locking into second place position. Ladies and gentlemen, our top 2 is Zarnax and Chester, winners of each restream as well.
We have Magalore and Fred digging through the rest of level 9. So let's see if they're able to, what times they're going to be coming up with. And definitely going to be a fun scene. Thank you, chat, for the GGs. Hopefully we're going to be able to get Zarnax in here.
That's right. I'm going to go ahead and look. And yeah, there was a lot of us. Oh, we are now officially joined by Zarnax. GG's to you, getting second place, beaten only by Chester. A winner on each restream, I want to add. Oh boy, that was an epic race. It came down to 5. It really did. It's easy. Might have a little bit of time here trying to set up his mic.
There we go.
There we go. But yeah, GG's. It came down to finding level 5 first, getting everything there. The early red ring helped you a lot, and I'm surprised you didn't make a play on mags. That was actually minimum mags, 10 heart mags.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I was deafened. I didn't hear anything you said before I spoke.
That's all right. But yeah, GG's you. A winner on this restream team here for us. Second place overall, beating Chester, who won the other restream. So no matter which feed you watched, you got a winner out of it. Really good. There's our silver arrows, by the way, for Maglar, who will be finishing up. But yeah, what did you think of the seed?
That was intense. It was a fairly straightforward seed, it seemed. It was, nice to have a few ladder blocks and have Power Bracelet and Raft required. But it's nice to play basically Maelstrom again.
Yeah, and you are moving on to the Battle Royale, the Tournament of Champions, I believe it's called?
I can't believe that. There are so many good people in this race. Even after I had killed Ganon, just the walk to Zelda, just staring at that IRC because somebody can finish any second in front of you. That was a tense walk.
Yeah, Zarnax. With having to dig through 9, double dip 7 as you did. Once you fought Ganon, what was going through your mind? You knew where the kidnapped was.
Yeah.
Were you thinking someone was going to catch you?
Oh, I wasn't. I didn't think somebody would, but I knew it was very, very possible. That Fred. Fred is. I was kind of surprised that he hadn't finished by the time I killed Ganon. And then yeah, as I was walking to Zelda, I was not going to be surprised. I definitely didn't celebrate until I saw the race bot confirm.
Yeah, the thing with Fred Kaufman was early on, he was about to find level 6 and get his wood sword, but he died to the Gindos there.
Oh man, yeah,
And he didn't go back there until about 5 minutes later, 5 or 10 minutes later.
that has happened to me many times, dying on a screen where there's a level and then just not getting back to it for quite some time. That's really rough.
And Fred has just now found Ganon as well. Katashari has not found 8, it looks like. Is diving to 7. And that 7 with the meat block in its vanilla dungeon and required, I might add.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was really happy I had that picked up. I was kind of like, so throughout a lot of that race, I was feeling I was behind because I full cleared Death Mountain and there was nothing there.
A lot of runners did.
A
lot of runners did, I think.
On the other hand, the money that I got up there allowed me to buy shield, arrows, and bait really early, and a couple extra keys. So I was feeling, that may have actually ended up helping me out more than I thought.
Yeah, I want to ask you, why did you buy the shield though? Was that just something you wanted because you knew the wizards were in the dungeons?
Why would you not buy the shield? It's the best item in the game.
I mean, I'm not going to deny that. It's actually a good item to have for defense.
It's a great... as the further I went on, I realized I probably don't need to buy it if I have the red ring.
And someone was asking in chat, someone was definitely... Yes, it was in the 2-room choke point in level 7. The one room on the left was a mugger that you paid, and you couldn't bomb the upper wall. The room on the right was the bait block.
Yeah, yep.
So there was only one way to go through that choke point, to the northern half of the dungeon.
Yeah, when I went through the bait room, I had already confirmed that it was required. I was actually really nice to see because I had the bait, which meant anybody who didn't was going to be held back.
Well, Fred found an item in level 9, but it's not the item he's looking for. Any key has been found. We found everything in the seed. But yeah, that red ring early on was really a great find for you. I feel that helped you out so much.
Yeah, there were a lot of rooms where I would have had to play much safer if I hadn't had.
So yeah, anything that was kind of weird on this race?
Nothing that stands out right now.
Actually, hang on a moment here, folks. We actually have a third place finisher for the podium. Shaddy in third place on the other restream with the time of 1:19:41. So there's your top 3, although Shaddy unfortunately did not quite make the cut here to move on to the Battle Royale. But yeah, Zarnish, you won here on the restream, like I said. Chester won on the other restream. How do you think that feels for the viewers who are watching both? Just seeing both races be extremely hype here.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, actually. With a race of this size, and this caliber of players, I kind of expected it to be a bit tighter. It was almost 5 minutes between first and second, and another 5 between second and third.
Yeah, it really came down to level 5 because you were the first one to find it. That's all that mattered, was you were the first one to find it. Bangalore was close behind, but he had more dungeons to clear.
That actually surprises me a lot.
And Maglord is actually finding Ganon with the silver arrows in hand. And down goes Ganon. Maglord actually at 13 hearts. And Red Mail not dying anytime soon to that. And it looks like we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 alternate between our Randomizer 4 and Randomizer 3 here. As Maglord has to just find Zelda's room.
And it is looking like Catastrophe is bait blocked, as Jake Oper is pointing out.
Yeah. We've pretty much confirmed this just from the fact it's on a choke point. There's the door opening for Magalord. So get your G's in the chat for Magalord, who will finish in 4th place. 1:22.08. So far, our top 4 has alternated between Randomizer 3 and Randomizer 4. That's actually pretty hilarious. Let's see if we can get Sarnax in here for an interview.
Done.
Or no, that's Sarnax, Magalord. I got you backwards. My bad.
I like to be respectful of people's names. I just want to point out it's Malagord and not Magalord.
Magalord? Pronunciation's hard sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, we'll get Malagord in here for an interview. Actually, I spelled it wrong. See, I just realized. Alright, well, but yeah, GGG once again, Sarnax. There's anything about the seed that you found interesting that you want to share with us?
My short-term memory is so bad. I would need to think about it and look back on it again. I've already forgotten most of the important things.
So we'll say, Zarnix, it was a pleasure calling this race. So great job, GG's. You know, it's always good to see another Final Fantasy Randomizer racer up in here.
And we are now joined by, I believe it's Malagord. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't want to mess things up anymore.
Yeah, that's fine.
GG to you, who unfortunately coming in fourth, so you didn't quite make the cut here. But you know what? This is very interesting. It's been alternating winner on the first on RM4, winner on RM3, third place went to RM4, fourth place went to RM3. It's going back and forth, back and forth. Let's see if this keeps up though. But Fred has defeated Ganon.
So it looks like Adirondack Rick took 5th with his race that he did the other day. Adagino's giving us the time in chat. Don't worry, Rick was in 8th to begin with.
I think Rick was the seed tester on this one, wasn't he? Making sure it was
No, Rick was in this. He just is busy on the weekends with his main job, so he couldn't run tonight.
So he raced separate from that. All right.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. He had real life commitments taking care of him tonight. They're required.
All right. Well, there is Zelda for Fred, or in this case Ganon. Officially on IRC is finished with the 5th place with a time of 1:25.24.
So,
but of course, 6th race overall in terms of as far as our bracket stage is concerned. So breaking the combo that we've been going between RM4 and RM3.
So correct me on something here. I was thinking about this as I went to Zelda. Zelda's room was right next to Ganon's room, but there was no door, right?
I don't know. Did anyone? I don't think anyone went left.
I was wondering because when I got into Zelda's room there was a roar because Ganon was right next to him, but I'm
pretty sure they were right next to each other, but there was no convenient way to go from one to the other.
Okay, good. I didn't screw that up. Not that it mattered, but we already have the .duns, but
yeah.
And there are some great racers in this
yeah, no doubt.
In this play-in race.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't make it, man, I'm kind of happy with how it went. I was really frustrated at the beginning because the route I took did not get me anything, especially a candle. and I was so frustrated early.
Yeah.
But I finished ahead of the likes of Rick, and then Fred and Antlers now just finished. I am completely happy.
Yeah, and actually, you were in 5 at the same time as Zarnax. But the difference was Zarnax had a lot more dungeon clears and also a little bit more combat awareness. Although you did have the mags, he did not pick it up. And while we've been talking, Antlers on the other side has finished in 6 weeks with 126.46, which means Catastrophe and I forget the other one who ran.
Tetrally, I believe, it's still out there.
Yeah. So Tetrally is out there. So they will bring up the back of the pack here in terms of our Battle Royale last chance qualifier. Malagord, of course, you're not getting in. But did you at least have fun with all the Battle Royale matches you had coming into this?
Oh, absolutely. It's fantastic. You run a bunch of different flag sets, so it's, if you run one flag set, and you're out 2 weeks later, then you hop in another one and you learn another flag set. And it's really fun to see how everyone progresses through those, 8 to 9 weeks that you run them. It gets a lot harder and a lot quicker, but then again, you get a lot harder and quicker to beat, so.
I don't know about me specifically. I just commentate these things. I'm more of a mental person than a muscle memory person. But yeah, I don't think Fred will be joining us. I don't see him just yet. But yeah, GG's to you, New Malagord, as well as you, Zarnex, the winner of this race, and we'll be moving on to the final Battle Royale. I forget the name of it. Tournament of Champions?
The Tournament of Champions. Thank you. I'm still a bit shell-shocked.
That's all right. But yeah, you will be joining Chester as the wild cards for the match. You gotta be hype. It's gonna be hype. I cannot wait to see what comes out of there. But yeah, make sure to give a GG in chat for all 4 of our featured runners here. Fred Coughlin, Catastrophe, Magalord, and Zarnex. They put on an excellent race for us today. Came right down to the wire. It really could have gone either way, I feel. There's the bow for Catastrophe, trying to catch up here.
I'm just glad that the silvers were not in 7.
Yeah.
That 7 was, at least the way I did it, finding it pretty early was brutal. It was ladder blocked and then meat blocked, I believe.
Yeah, actually, we got confirmation that silvers were in 9 because of 7. Because what was in 7? Lord Banana.
Oh, so the Innie key was back in 9?
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, GG's all 4 of our runners. Make sure to give them all a follow here on Twitch. Also, of course, we are on Randomizer 3. Make sure to give us a follow along with all of the Randomizer channels.
I'm going to cut out so you guys can finish this. Thank you so much for the restream. Thank you for the commentary and the tracking. I assume there was tracking.
Yes, Can't Find Bombs, of course, was our tracker. Make sure to follow them as well as our restreamer Map Girl. And as well, let's not forget my co-commentator Joker, who... This is actually, I believe, your first commentary with Zelda 1, isn't it not?
Oh yeah, no, first time with commentary in Zelda 1, but anyone who's been through the Final Fantasy randomizer was doing that a lot in the past. But no, thank you. I will say, Malagord, sorry. Zarnex, it was fun watching you guys commentating. Fred Coughlin as well. Don't if you're listening. Chat, it has been a blast. And yeah, thank you definitely, Wolf Link, for joining me in the booth. Huge shout out to Math Girl for taking care of the restream, because I do know it was kind of put on the spot towards the end, and then Can't Find Bombs. Thank you, man, for keeping up with us.
Yeah. So that's going to do it for us here. We're going to go ahead and give you guys Catastrophe here. From all of us here at the Zelda 1 Randomizer community, I have been Wolf Link, and we just see you all next time. And thank you for watching. Have a good